Hello. Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Hi, Joe. Good afternoon to you. Are you working or are you home? I'm always so messed up with your schedule. I never know. We have a nice hot, I think you could see it's steaming. Nice hot cup of tea. It's been a lazy morning. It's been a cozy, cold, lazy, didn't want to get out of bed type of morning. No, we don't have the blunt yet. Hopefully, when I return from my off days after the event ends, hopefully we have the blunt back. That is the goal. Because right now we've just been doing the incense and it's good, but it's just not the blunt. That's what I'm saying. I know it too well. On today's docket, we're on day 11. Hi, Lucky. Welcome in. We're on day 11 of our 12 Days of Yule event. We're almost at the finish line. Today, we are going to be doing our typical Lodal Bandle. We are going to do some journal prompts, and then we are going to do a vision board. And if you want to join along with me, you can do your vision board as well. Typically, I wouldn't be doing this until March, but I figured it'd be nice because I know like 98% of everybody celebrates New Year's as January 1st. So I figured I would just go ahead and do the vision board with you guys. Oh my god, that went down the wrong pipe. And tomorrow's our last day of the event. I'm going to take like 2 days off and then come back, and I'm hoping everything's a bit different on stream, such as I want to change the background, and I want to make sure all my emotes are, all my slots are filled, maybe upgrade some emotes, maybe upgrade some of my slides. I want to come back with a few changes because I'm getting bored of this layout. I like changing things frequently. Plus, yoga and meditation and working out and stuff was going to be a big part of my stream. But I know you guys can't quite tell, but I'm in a little tiny corner. I can barely stand up over here in this area. So I need to rearrange some things so we can start doing yoga streams. Yes, bring that. I'm not going to bring back the pills. Maybe I'll try to find a better pill emote. I don't know. Exactly, gotta move our body. I can't move my body in this little corner. I had all these fun plans for a stream when I originally started last month, and I haven't been able to do most of them because I've been trapped in this little tiny area. But I think I've brainstormed how to rearrange things properly. So I think we'll be good. We also have our soup of the day. Trying to do 15 between league matches, but I forgot a couple. That means you gotta do a whole lot more than 15 then. That's what that sounds like. But that's a good little goal. When I was younger, back when we'd watch like cable on TV, and there'd be the 3-minute commercial break, I would be like, every commercial break I'm gonna do like jumping jacks or jump rope or push-ups or sit-ups when I was younger. And of course that just didn't do, that wasn't a long-term thing because eventually cable went away. And everything's subscription based now. Ugh, tragic. Yeah, so great streams to come. I will be starting new game series. I will be starting actually doing the yoga and the meditation and the sound bowls and stuff. Hopefully some actual group events, a bunch of stuff. I'm hoping that things are more fun and interactive when I return from my break. We're also going to be reading a lot more. Because I have a couple books I need to knock out. And we are not reading enough on here. 20 in a row, I just did 15. Okay. Yeah. Push-ups, well, no, actually, planks are my biggest enemy. I can do a 60-second plank, but I'm shaking. I'm laying down there, shaking. It's so hard. I don't know what the military entry is. What they do. If it's like 2 or 3 minutes for the military, I don't know, but whatever I'm doing, it's too much for me. Sit-ups. Oh, I love sit-ups. Because all you need is to put your feet under something, and then it's like a breeze for me. It's a breeze. But also, planks are a breeze for most people. Not me. So I think everybody, obviously, everybody, not everybody, but everybody is different. Planks just require more endurance. Yeah, I don't have a lot of endurance. Sit-ups suck for you too? That's so weird. I wonder if it's a man thing. Because I'm smaller. So maybe the sit-ups are easier for me versus you guys because you guys are men. I'm actually really curious about that. Or it could... Why are we barking? Why are we barking? That's what's crazy to me. And we're still barking. Are we done? Yeah, your guys' cores are wider. So that's why I'm curious if it's actually like a scientific thing that you guys might just have more trouble. I turned up. So I was unaware that when I had my headphones set at like 50% on the volume mixer, I was unaware that you guys didn't hear the 50%. You guys heard the max 100. It was only me that lowered it. So the music ratio for my streams have not been accurate. Because I'm sitting here like, oh, this is perfectly quiet. I just boosted my sound to 100 before I started stream. I had to turn down the already quiet music even quieter because it's blaring in my ears. I don't know how you guys have been surviving over here. How much I've ran and done sports, I've never been able to get my gut to go down.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yes. The, swimming is so wonderful for most weight loss, and obviously you have to have your volume low when you're watching me. I had no idea. It wasn't until a couple streams ago when I was playing a game and everybody was like, the music is so loud on your game. And I was like, it's not that bad. I even turned it down to like 1 notch on the game itself, to 1 notch. And everybody's like, it's blaring in my ears. It wasn't blaring in my ears. That's because I had my sound mixer down to like 30%, thinking you guys heard the 30%. You don't. You hear the 100%, no matter what my headphone's at. Now we know. Now we know, and we will no longer be torturing everybody moving forward. Let's jump in. Let us jump into our Lodol and Bandol before we get into the real stuff for the day. We gotta turn down or stop the music. Yeah, that local swimming pool. I know it. That local... Can we stop barking? Yeah, you need to stop. That local swimming pool is crazy. Hey, go lay down. Just lay down. I don't know.
My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white.
My animals decide to pick and choose when they want to be in bad moods. I don't understand. Usually they just sleep all day. But sometimes when I put stream on, they like really want to be loud. Okay, let me switch to where... Oh, I think you're gonna see this screen. Let me switch it. I always forget to change the media screen. Yep, I knew you were looking at the wrong screen. Okay. You never hear them? I hear them so loud. Okay, we're not doing this one first. We're doing Bandle first. And now, I've been doing these consistently for the 12 days of Yule. But when I return after my days off, I won't be consistently doing these anymore. They will be channel redemption things. Mainly because I'll actually have more plans for my streams moving forward. And so this stuff wouldn't really quite fit in unless it were requested. And I'm going to sort through my channel points as well and add more, maybe remove some that might not be good, change the pricing on them. I think a lot of them are just much higher than I want them to be. I think people really accrue the channel points so quickly, so that's why I made them higher. And then I thought, if I had a plan to do something and then somebody used a channel point to redeem like yoga or something like that, it would be kind of a wrench in my plans because I didn't plan to do yoga that day. So I decided to put it much higher on the list. So I don't know my thought process, but then now that I'm thinking of it, I'm like, well, I'm going to be doing straight up yoga streams and doing straight up this and that and whatever. And so pausing what I'm doing real quick to do a little yoga pose is not that serious for it to be so expensive. So I'm going to sort through and minimize the channel points, change some things. We'll see how it goes. Okay, released in 2010, and then it's medium difficulty. Oh, screaming at me. It is so loud. I have no idea. You're at 13? Yeah, I'm going to fix the channel points. It does sound familiar, doesn't it? I just don't quite know what it is. I do know what it is. I think we'll get it on this next one.
Dragons!
This sounds to me like Pitbull. No. It sounds like oh, that was loud, wasn't it? That's what I'm saying. What is going on? And I'm actually curious if you guys are hearing what's in my headset. Okay, let's test it. I'm gonna put on a song. You guys tell me if you hear it as if the sound changes, the volume. Tell me if the volume changes. Okay, I haven't changed the volume yet. The volume's still the same. It's at 100%. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down now. Can you hear that I turned it down? I turned it down. I'm gonna turn it down again. I'm now at 18% in my headphones. I can't hear the song. Can you guys hear the song? She say she miss me, she wanna kiss me. Damn, I'm so crispy. Sam got me dizzy. Okay, hold on. It's the same? Huh. No, yeah, I see my audio in OBS. And it's basing it off of my desktop audio. So maybe it's solely based because look at here. I know how to turn it down for you guys. Obviously. Here. Now it turned down, right? Yeah. So the way that it seems as though the way that it works is based off of the actual audio of what I'm playing. So if I'm playing something on YouTube, I have to turn down the YouTube mixer for you guys to hear a difference. But that actually works out for me because now I know what you're listening to. Like, if I keep my speakers blasting in my headphones, now I know how loud it is for you guys, and it will help the stream out overall. So, perfect. I think this is... I don't know what the song's called, though. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Oh, it's Florida. Florida. Oh, I must be wrong. Oh, it must not be the song I thought it was then. Hi, Kayla. Well, I guess let's go back. I thought it was the... so here we go. Wow, I feel so bad for you guys with the volume in which my audio's been this entire time when I've done stuff like this. I'll play it one more time. I have no idea. I know it, but I don't know it. Exactly. Let's go. This didn't help me at all. The synth did not help me one bit. I think we have to skip to the voice cover. Dang. Yeah, let's go to the voice cover. What? Not once did I think it was this. What? Hold on, now we have to re-listen. No, I don't hear it. I hear it now, Joe, on the synth, but not off of anything else. Well, I guess the strings. I knew it off the strings now that I know what it is. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, let us go into our Lodal now and see how that goes. And then also, once we're done with this little 12-day of Yule event, we're going to go to listening to actual music. Like, we're not going to be listening to little Christmas background audio. We're going to be actually listening to playlists. So don't you worry. You know we always first pick Annie. You can first pick Shaco on yours. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. It could be Shaco. No, because he's melee. Well, we will be. we will be starting after the event's over. 2009. A male, not quite a middle, but it's like, don't do it. Don't you dare. The cat's about to jump up over here. Don't do it. No, no. No. No, go away. I have a lot on my playlists. I have a lot of them, but I have just a lot in general. Okay, 2009. Just give me a second. I'm trying to figure it out. And it's not a female. And it's always, every time it's not a female, it completely throws me off. Because all the male characters that I know are melee. I have such trouble with trying to figure out ranged male characters. Maybe Heim? Dang, I was really close. No, it's a middle and top lane. But it's not a Yordle. And it's not Piltover. Why do we always get the top lane? The top lane is the death of me. I don't think it's Jace, because Jace was not in 2000. Well, no, I know it's not Jace. Because Jace was not a 2009 champion. I think he was a 2011. Oh, man. What can it be? What can it possibly be? No. Rise, maybe? Yep, it was Rise. Okay, we did it. That wasn't too bad. I was just for some reason thinking that Rise was kind of melee, but I guess he has more range than melee. On to the quote. All women desire Rakan like they'd know what to do with them. It must be Zaya. Yep.
All women desire
What are you
Rakan.
screaming about?
Like they'd know what to do with him.
Seriously, what are you screaming about?
All women desire Rakan. Like they'd know what to do with him.
Okay. This looks like Rakan! I know, why is everything so loud? You know, now I think it's because... I think it's because my headphones. Evelyn? Good job, it's her taunt. Which one is her taunt? Her W or her E? E. It was her W. Dang it, you knew it, Joe. I just didn't read it in time. So strange. I don't know what's going on. Hold on, give me a second. I'm just a little confused on what's happening with all the desktop audio stuff now that I'm actually really paying attention to it, because you guys, it feels like the music's really low now. Ugh. Okay, I think I fixed it. I don't know. Yeah, you had that, you had that. I know you play Evelyn. I don't play her. Which toilet paper? A mummy? A muumuu, you're right. I'm sitting here like a mummy. I couldn't think of a mummy at all. Okay. The desert kind of would have thrown me off a little bit. Even though it makes perfect sense, but I would have been like, what the heck? We're going through this quickly today. Okay, the bane of my existence are these flashcards. The lightning Jace. Oh, brother Yone. Oops. Okay, Yasuo. Bard. Zillion? Zillion. We just have to guess until we can see something at this point. Sejuani. Olaf. Soul. Aurelian Soul. Did I say Bard already? I did. It looks like a beard. Jax? I don't think Jax has a beard, though. Who has a beard that I haven't said? Unless it's a ponytail. I did Yasuo already. I don't think Master Yi has long hair. And I did Yone. Ooh. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to throw out some guesses because... Gragas? Alistar? It looks so much like a bard. Tryndamere? Trundle? I really don't know. It looks like he's got little stubby fingers. Who has stubby fingers like that? Everybody I've already named. Blitzcrank, I don't know. Okay, so the beard or the hair is not as long as I anticipated it to be. Kled? Graves? Oh, Rengar? Warwick? There's teeth, right? Would you say that's teeth? Oh, Udyr. No, it's not Udyr. Are you joshing me around? Who the heck is this champion? What is going on here? Ornn? Oh my gosh, it really is. Yeah, it really is Ornn. Good job. I'm not used to Ornn. Look in this color. I completely blanked him out. Good job. We did it. Well, that wasn't as hard. Well, it was a good guess because I don't think I would have hit Ornn. I think I just assumed like it was what it was. As soon as I thought it was Rengar, to be honest with you. I'm baffled that it's not. Okay. So I've figured out the reason why anytime that you guys would redeem a channel point for like a jump scare or a sound bite, the reason it was so quiet was because I had my desktop audio down to like 40 to 50% every stream. And now that it's at 100, I'm hearing what you're hearing via the music. But now you're hearing what I'm hearing via redemptions and stuff. So we'll have to find a good middle balance. I'll play with it off of stream and see what works best. But like off of the OBS visuals, it feels like this music is an okay volume. And we just have to figure out the volume for the desktop so the activity feed's not so loud, the channel points. Let's do some journaling. The cats are running around. Let's do some journaling and then we're gonna get into our vision board. Oh, you know what we should do before we journal? Try the soup of the day. Okay. Today's soup of the day, we're on day 11 of 12. The soup of the day is organic broad beans, quinoa, and pumpkin soup. Now, when I made this pre-stream, it looked like bird seed. The quinoa straight up looked like bird pellets. I have it right here. I mean, even still, can't you see it kind of looks like bird pellets? Hey, can we stop? Stop crying and barking. Oh my gosh, a big mouthful of that? No, thank you. I'm actually gonna have a mental breakdown if I really have to try this. Oh, it smells like a hearty vegetable soup. Not the worst. I really don't want to try this. And, oh, these are the beans? Okay, well, let's try one of those beans. Yeah. Sorry, that was not cooked long enough. The bean was rock hard. They wanted me to microwave it for 15 minutes. I'm not microwaving anything for 15 minutes. Are you trying to start a fire in my house? No. So let's try the bird seed. Undercooked. No. Not delicious. Absolutely not delicious. One bit. I also don't like quinoa. I don't like quinoa. Ugh. It just straight up looks like bird food. And it tastes like bird food. No, thank you. Get that away from me. By far the worst advent calendar I've ever experienced in my life. How unlucky that really, like 99% of these soups were so bad. Why are we running around, girls? Oh, such a shame. Okay, pull out your pieces of paper or your journal, and we're gonna do a little journaling. Now you can choose, if you're following along, to write down the question as well, or just to write down the answer. It's however much you want to write. So I have them over here. I'm picking which one I want. Perfect. This one's perfect for me, as I don't celebrate the new year on January 1st. So, as midwinter continues, how will you make space for rest and reflection in the face of New Year, New Me pressures? As midwinter continues, how will you make space for rest and reflection in the face of New Year, New Me pressures? Well, that's not really difficult for me. I don't believe in the New Year, New Me. The whole New Year, New Me saying I feel like are lazy people that will get boosts of motivation when events pop up, such as a holiday or such as a birthday or such as an accomplishment, achievement, or the new year. And I feel like it's one of those sayings that people who don't want to put in the work will go ahead and say to kind of convince themselves that this will be the year, this will be the time that things finally change. But if you have that type of mentality, things will never change for you. You have to change the mentality, because if you need to rely on the calendar year changing or it being a specific day, if you wake up on a Tuesday, and it's the middle of the month, September 12th, and it's a Tuesday, and you wake up and you're like, I really want to do this. And, I really want to change my future. I'm feeling inspired. Then do it. But a lot of people will be like, but it's Tuesday, or if it's a Thursday, let's switch it to Thursday because that's more realistic. It's a Thursday, and let me just get past the weekend. Oh man, it's Thursday, I'm feeling really inspired, but I have plans on the weekend with my friends, and it's gonna mess up my sleeping schedule. I might go and drink and party. I'll start on Monday. And then from Thursday to Monday, that's a lot of days in between that you've done nothing. And then by Monday, you're not going to feel like it. And that's just the truth when it comes to these spurts of motivation and people not honing in at the right time. And that's how I perceive January 1st and the new year, new me, and the resolutions. And it's just an illusion for these lazy people to pretend they have a moment of clarity and motivation, and then within a week they fall off. It's the person that will wake up on December 20th or December 12th or 15th and be like, well, any day in between, and be like, you know what? I want to make this change, so I'm going to make this change now. I'm going to start today. I'm not going to wait till the new year. It's those people that end up actually making the changes. When you meet people that are so intelligent or are so well versed and so seasoned, and they're so talented, and they have all these fitness hobbies, or they're so in good shape, or they eat very well, they're very disciplined, or people that have gone sober, and you think like, wow, good, how do you guys do it? By wanting to do it, by doing it. Laziness is literally the death of us. And I think there's a difference from functional freeze and being so depressed or mentally ill or exhausted and fatigued that there are things you physically can't do until you get out of that funk. That's not laziness. That is mental health issues. Refly, stop this! Refly, can you tell me how loud is the Christmas music? We were having an issue earlier because I don't know what you guys can hear. What I'm hearing is different than what you're hearing. And so is this music blaring? Can you guys even hear me? It is pretty funny, huh, Refly? Welcome in. Yeah, exactly, Lucky. I think people misunderstand laziness and calling somebody lazy, or misinterpret. I think lazy is such a toxic word if not used properly. Background music. Perfect. Thank you. That is what it's exactly supposed to be. Here, Refly. I don't know how long you've been here. We already tried the soup of the day. Horrendous. Look at it. It's like bird seed. Yummy. It is a broad bean, quinoa, and pumpkin soup. Didn't taste anything like pumpkin. The quinoa tastes like bird food. and the beans were not fully cooked. But that's a me problem because they wanted me to nuke it for 15 minutes. I'm not putting anything in my microwave for 15 minutes. But anyway, going back, a lot of people will call a mentally ill, depressed, let's see, etc. type of person lazy, and they are not lazy. They're in a functional freeze because of their mental health. And when I speak on stuff like this, and I use the term lazy, I'm talking about people that are physically capable and are not depressed and don't have mental health issues, or maybe they have a day here or there. And the people that have never missed a couple days of showering or a couple days of brushing their teeth, or haven't skipped meals, or haven't held their pee in for hours because they can't get it. I'm not talking about the people that have never experienced that stuff. Well, I'm talking about the people that have never experienced that stuff. They're lazy. The people that have experienced that stuff, you're depressed and you are on a functional freeze and you are not lazy. So if you are somebody that often wants to do this or that and find yourself motivated, but then you quit quickly or you just never get to it, focus on mindful habits that will help your mental health first, and then set up the goals and reflections and stuff of future. So if you really want to get in shape, but your mental health's not doing well, you can't just one day wake up and say, I'm going to get in shape. There's no way you're going to stick to it if you're in a functional freeze. So you have to take more mindful steps to help your mental health as much as you can, no matter what outlet or what that can be. And then once you've kind of honed in and you're noticing, okay, I'm feeling better, then you could set yourself up with, okay, let's now take the steps to fix my fitness, to fix my diet, to fix my hobbies, to fix my relationships, my friendships, etc. You always need a base. If you don't form the base, you're the foundation, you're screwed. Let's check. Let me tell you about that chocolate factory. Give me a second. The pumpkin soup. Shelled broad beans, quinoa, millet. It's the millet! I knew there was bird feed in here. Pumpkin, vegetable broth, dehydrated vegetables such as onion, celery, carrot, leek, parsley, miso, yeast extract, spices, and rosemary. No potatoes in here. Oh my goodness. Still, I'm just throwing it on the ground. I don't care. We got sidetracked because we were doing a journal prompt and then I went into yapping. The chocolate factory was fun. They must have run out of potatoes. Absolutely. The chocolate factory was fun. I wasn't able to get anything from there. Also, the chocolate factory is definitely, I feel, a tourist trap in our city, because in the past, before I stopped having dairy, I've eaten their chocolates and drinking their hot chocolate, and it was never wonderful. It was truly mediocre. But now that I can't eat it, I don't think about that stuff. Though, when we went yesterday, people in our group had the chocolate and the hot chocolate and said it was okay, which is the experience that we've had in the past. It's okay. Not delicious, not really worth the money or the time, but it's just a wonderful tradition because they have this massive garden of all the plants that are from our area, and they decorate it with these beautiful lights, and it's just so festive, and it's nice. Though I feel like the factory has sold out in the sense of they're up. It used to be free, and then it turned into $5 per group, and then it turned into $3 per person. And then yesterday they were speaking on, so I've gone every year since living here for the most part. They've never served alcohol. This year they're serving alcohol, and their drinks are like $18, and their mocktail was $15. Now I don't participate in stuff like that. But the vendor was saying that it was the company that was making him charge the $18 per alcoholic beverage. Yeah, $15 for some juice, by the way. And he was saying it wasn't... Yeah, 50% of the entry fee goes to local charities, but I also think that that's... I think that, honestly, I perceive it as a sellout. It's kind of like when really bad people donate... What are you doing? The cats are being insane right now. It's like when really bad rich people donate to charity, but it doesn't make them good people. They just have to write off their taxes, and the more you spend... Hold on. I have to get this cat under control because she's messing with my blinds. She's crazy running around. Her little tunnel. She has this little tunnel. And the tunnel was brushed up against my patio door, which I have from top to bottom, what are they called? Shutters? And, like built-in whatevers. And so she was shaking it. 150. Blinds, yeah, blinds. Well, shutters is also the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's perspective. I don't really care about the statistics. I still think that from what the first year I went to this year, it's changed so much, I feel like, in a negative way. And the pricings of things are crazy. The quality is crazy. And they can claim it's for this or for that, but I still think that they sold out. I think that's just a personal perspective. Also, go ahead, Refly. What is your question? Yeah, yes. Okay, so I don't think I can show you. I can, this one. Oh, you can't see. You can't see. Okay, right here. That's my nail. Right here. I know you can't see, but I think you can kind of see that little whatever. That's my real nail. And that's my fake nail. And so, actually, these haven't grown out too much. You actually can't really see my real nail underneath it at all yet. But my real nails grow under here, and technically, yes. So when my nails, I have different seasons. Sometimes my real nail will grow really fast, and sometimes it takes a long time to grow. It depends on how my diet's doing, or if I'm nourished, or depending on the time of the month or the time of the season. But when my real nails grow fast, my cuticle down here, this part will move up with my nail, and that's how you know you need to fill. Like, that's how you know you need to switch your nails out. I think I've had these for like about two weeks now. Typically between 2 to 3 weeks is when they should be switched to prevent it from looking bad because of the nail growth. But you can't even feel it. The only time I'm like, oh, I need my nails to be fixed is because I have a lot of gems and stuff on here. With most of my nails, I have a lot of stuff on them to where eventually, if they've grown out long enough, when I brush my hair or when I do my hair will get caught in my nail. And I'm like, oh, it's time for a nail switch. Because otherwise, I'll be ripping the hair out of my head anytime I just brush up against my hair. Yeah, nails are interesting. There's one time I had, because these are not acrylic. There was a time that we did acrylic nails for the first time, and I was working at a haunted house, and I had done something too like abrupt, and it smashed my fake nail off of my finger, and my real nail was dangling with the fake nail off of my finger. Why are we? The cats are fighting. I don't know what's going on. Now the dogs are yelling at the cats. Yeah. Yeah, I've worked at haunted houses for about 11 years now. And one of the times that I was working, I had hit my hand down when I was doing my character, and like on concrete practically on accident, and it popped my nail up, ripped, and it was such a hard impact that it ripped the fake acrylic nail off of my finger, which in turn ripped my real nail off my finger. And the haunted house, all they did was throw on some hydrogen peroxide and then put a bandage on it. Not even like gauze or just a bandage to hold my nail, my real nail, onto my finger, so I could finish the night out before I went to go get actual help. And that is show business. Because I'll tell you that that's not the first time that haunted houses have done questionable stuff. If it flew into an eye of a client, it would have been $1 million lawsuit. I think a lot of haunted house working rights and stuff are always kind of blurred. The laws and rules are very blurred with it, because every haunted house I've ever worked in has been questionable and have done, like, there was a time when I was getting ready at so there was one haunted house I worked at where they would have us come like 8 hours before the haunted house started, like opened, and we'd have to come 8 hours prior, and they didn't want anybody. There was no break room, no workers room, like no whatever. Yeah, pretty much no area for the workers.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Welcome in, Orange. Hi. No area for the workers to like gather and talk and hang out. So for 8 hours that they had us come in early to get our makeup done and stuff, we'd have to sit in our rooms, our designated rooms, by ourselves, almost like we were in timeout. All of us, we were not allowed to linger, or, and mind you, no people, no clients or no people walking through were anywhere near the haunted house at all. There was no reason why we had to be so separated. Yeah, haunted house stories. No reason why we had to be so separated from each other, nor why we had to go 8 hours before the shift even started just to be staring at a corner in timeout. And then because of that, we weren't allowed to speak to anybody, we weren't allowed to eat, we weren't allowed to do anything. And there was one time that I was getting my makeup done and I hadn't eaten, and I wasn't allowed to go talk to anybody. I was getting my makeup done and I almost fainted, but instead of fainting, I ended up projectile vomiting everywhere. But because they couldn't replace me, they said I wasn't allowed to leave, and I had to stay and still work my part. And yeah, it was in the bathroom, but it was in the bathroom where they were doing our makeup. So it wasn't a usable bathroom. It was kind of a sit on the closed toilet and I'm gonna do your makeup. I ended up pulling a trash can from next to me and just puking everywhere in the trash can. And I still wasn't fed. And I had to go and work. I had to go in my room and work the whole shift because of it. The bathroom became a part of the tour after the projectile vomit. And all they did was just keep an eye out on my room. And they would like send people in randomly, like other workers come in and just check on me. But there wasn't an option for me to leave if I wanted to stay in good standings and keep my position there. So, and that's not even the only thing. Like, I feel like haunted houses, they just do not have, at that time on that shift that I was doing, I worked in like this little nursery, and it's hard to explain, but when you walk in, it was like an asylum nursery. So there were multiple nursery beds everywhere. The whole room was wall-to-wall nursery beds, and we had a plug-in scent that smelled like baby powder. So when you walk in, you got a waft of baby powder. And I was just dressed as a little girl. Because, well, for one, I'm already short as it is. I pass as a child as it is, but when you throw me in children's clothes and I do certain voices, I'm just full passing as a child. So that's the position I was in during that time. But there's been, I would say, every year that I've ever, and I've been doing this for 11 years, every year that I've ever worked on a house, and any of them, and left, I've always been bruised up, hurting stuff, sick, because I go into full character mode, and I give it my all, and I really do it. And so I think that I just hurt myself a lot on accident because I'm so in character. So I guess it's kind of like in between of my fault and their fault. My fault for being too extreme when I really shouldn't be, and then also their fault for having bad work laws or like work practices. It's I don't know, it's a whole thing. Haunted house working is really a gray area, but it's really fun. I think I will always do it. I just have to make sure I prepare mentally and physically before the seasons start, so I don't, completely screw myself and hurt my body, if that makes sense. Yeah, I have stories for days. I've been doing this for 11 years. I have so many good and bad stories, and crazy stories from people that have walked through, and the things that people have said, or almost getting attacked. I've actually gotten hit a couple times by grown men because they got so scared. Yeah, what was everybody's first job? I would say that, well, I would say my real first job was caregiving, because for 90% of my teenage year, 90% of my teenage years, I was taking care of my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and having to sponge bathe her and change her potty and change her diaper and feed her and make her food and give her pills. And so all that stuff, walk her, because she would walk and be in a walker. And so I'd have to make sure I walked behind her so she didn't fall anytime she'd have to get up and go anywhere. And so I did that for a lot of years for free. And then I got into haunted house acting. And then I worked at Raising Cane's. Then I worked at Chili's Bar and Grill. And while I'm working at these places, I'm still doing haunt acting on the side. Raising Cane's, Chili's Bar and Grill as a server. And then I worked at a coffee shop. And then I worked at I was a supervisor at a dispensary for a couple years. And then now I'm streaming. And I've just been doing college and streaming now. So, no. This cat's being so rowdy today. Catch and pick up lambs for getting their medicine on farm. Right at your parents' farm. Grew up on a wool farm. Okay. Well, that's so interesting. It's so fun to see where everybody comes from. And then also, Refly, you said my eyes aren't finding it. Oh, a QA game tester. Isn't that so interesting that your first real job was being a game tester? I always wonder how people find jobs like that. or how you even get approved for it. Was this like freshly your first job ever, or did you have experience or like a degree before getting it? It's so interesting to see all of our different paths in life. Okay, while we're still talking about this, let's go back to our journal prompt. For those that missed it, experience with some free game. Oh, okay. Yeah, makes a toast. Makes toast? Like, or makes toast? Cheers. Which toast are we making? Both? I'll take both. It is actually, both of you guys have have had really cool jobs. It's literally your breakfast time. Yes. I've had avocado toast, and I'll get my, and it's not because it's, I know avocado toast is avocado toast and it's like this whole thing, but it's just because I don't like breakfast. I don't like breakfast food, and it's not many plant-based breakfast food that I can eat that I like. So toast with avocados like the easiest thing, and what I do is I just do the toast and put plant-based butter. I'll put the avocado, I'll just mash it on, and then I'll add garlic, Lowry's, cayenne, and chili oil on top, and then I'll do olive oil, honey, and if I have sprouts or microgreens, I'll add that on top too and eat it. Or sometimes if I have pickled onion, I'll add pickled onion on top, and that's what I eat for breakfast. Our jobs are cool. I think they're cool, but no, I guess our jobs are pretty cool. When I talk to people about the jobs I've had, they're conversation starters because they're kind of wonky. Going from like a caretaker to haunted house worker to streamer to, well, I mean, not in this order, but to a dispensary supervisor, like all these things are so widely different that it's like, well, what have you done in your life? I'll tell you, when I was a server, I hated it. And when I worked at the coffee shop, I realized how much cross-contamination there are, because our coffee shop had pre-made breakfast sandwiches that it was a frozen breakfast sandwich that they bought pre-made, and we just have to microwave it and if a customer ordered it, microwave it and give it to them. And it already had egg, sausage, bacon on it with cheese. If somebody ordered a vegan version, I had to go off and remove the meat. Or a vegetarian version, sorry. They couldn't possibly eat it if it was vegan because everything's an animal product. If somebody ordered a vegetarian version, all I would do is just remove the meat from it, from the same thing, and then cook it. And as soon as I had to do that, I quit. I said, I'm not working in a place that cross-contaminates. Like, if I go somewhere and that's what they do when they serve me, when I don't eat meat, I'd be on the news. Let me just say, I'll just end it with that. I would be on the news. Don't ever do that to me. So I quit that job. With our experiences combined, we can make a big bad wolf themed haunt. We could! We could. I'm also really interested in getting to SFX makeup. I was gonna go to school for it, but the school out here makes it to where you do 16 weeks of beauty makeup, and then you only get 4 weeks of SFX experience, which I'm not gonna pay for a school that teaches me how to do beauty makeup when I'm trying to learn how to do crazy monster designs. You know what I'm saying? So I never pursued it, but I just watch YouTube videos and practice. Thank you for lurking, Orange. I just do YouTube videos and practice like that. Yeah, you can supply the wool. Yeah, removing the meat's crazy. You do taste the meat residue. You can. Because back when I wasn't as strict, whenever I'd have food here that maybe I'd make and it had meat, and I would just remove the meat for myself and eat what was made otherwise, you can taste the meat. Or if somebody ordered pizza, I can't eat pizza at all anymore. But in the past, if somebody would order pizza and they'd have pepperoni on top, I didn't want to be that guy. So I'm like, okay, I'll just pick the pepperoni off and I'll eat the pizza. Like, no big deal. You can taste the pepperoni on the pizza even though you removed it. And that's exactly how it was with that breakfast sandwich and stuff. And I cannot work someplace like that. Okay, our end of the year journal prompt. Although I don't celebrate January 1st as the new year because we are still in winter, we are still hibernating, we are not meant to be doing all these crazy things, though it still changes from 2025 to 2026. Whether I celebrate it as the new year, yes, it's not the new cycle yet, but the year does change. I can't ignore the fact that 2026 doesn't exist until March. I mean, that's not realistic at all. So we're going to do our end of the year journal prompts. And this is nothing crazy, really simple. We did one, which I actually never answered because I started yapping. You know how it goes. As midwinter continues, how will you make space for rest and reflection in the face of New Year, New Me pressures? And my answer pretty much is just self-care. I will move slowly. I'll be moving slowly. I will not open any new not opportunities, but I'm not going to overwork myself and plan all this crazy stuff when it's time to hibernate. I'm just going to focus on renewal, and well, not renewal yet. Rest, hibernation, reflection, growth, inner growth, and quiet growth, and no new. What is the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for. Let me see if I can figure it out. No new developments, pretty much. That's not the word I'm looking for, but that's just what I'm going to say. No new developments. Yes, endeavors. That's perfect. Endeavors is absolutely perfect. I have this thing here. That is what I'm looking for. I have this thing here, and it's talking about that pretty much the annual calendar is not based off of actual life or seasons. That, of course, rebirth doesn't happen until March, aka spring. And right now we're still in winter, which is the slow and quiet and hibernation month. And that January is not really the beginning of anything, more so just happens to be the reset of that specific calendar year. But winter is supposed to be dark and quiet and still, and everything around you is regenerating. All the plants have gone to sleep, and the trees have dropped all of their flowers, their fruits, their leaves. And you're just not supposed to be. Pretty much how I see it is when the trees start reblooming and your bushes and your flowers and your garden starts reblossoming, reblooming, that's when you start reblooming as well. You go according to the seasons of nature. And it's just not in our rhythm and in our DNA to be rushing into these things. So yes, endeavors is perfect. Don't start any new endeavors. Winter is for reflection, for restoration, looking back on what you've accomplished, looking back on your life, bettering yourself internally, having dreams and writing down your dreams, but not quite stopping everything to pursue them. Whereas spring, when we hit spring, that's when we start pursuing the things that we're writing down. That's the rebirth. That's when everything is really possible. Of course, you can absolutely do things during winter, but you can do things during winter, But you won't notice as much success as you would during spring because it's actually how things work. Annual Challenger sounds like some promotion match in Tekken. It's been so long since I played. I have a, I don't own Tekken. When I was younger, we did. But there's this really fun arcade out here that has a bunch of Tekken machines, and I beeline it straight to that machine every time I go there. It's one of my favorites. Anytime I go to an arcade, I will do the Street Fighters and the Tekkens and those types of games, or I'll go to Guitar Hero. Those are my arcade games. No. Why would you say that? Oh, I was like, what? Who? My main picks for Tekken? Ah. Hold on. Let me see the character pool as well. Tekken characters. Let me see, because I'm not somebody that mains people. I like playing random people. I like playing them randomly. Okay, so who I often play is... Well, hold on. I feel like I don't really have anybody... I'm looking at all these thinking, well, hold on. I play all of these people. Let me try to see. I straight up play all of them. Who are yours? I notice I play the big brawly type of men because I feel like the slow hitters are one and doneers. I'm just looking at the champion pool thinking I straight up play all of these people equally for the most part. The brutes, the little girls, the cute girls. Yeah. I think if I had to pick somebody that I really played more than others, it'd probably be Fang. Fang seems like who I really will pick more so than others. Like, that's if I'm playing against somebody sweaty and I'm like, I want to make sure I win, I'll pick Fang. And I like King as well. I find that I don't often play many female characters. Yeah, I don't really play many female characters in games like this. Just because I like the combos that the male characters have more. And also the brutes that are practically one hits. You get somebody cornered and they're done for when you have the brutes. Oh, I do like Ling. I do really like Ling. She's got really good combos. I think with Tekken, there aren't really bad people. There are some that I do avoid. I'm like, I'd rather not play this person as much. But... A tier list would be so fun to do. I want to start making more tier lists for the games and movies and music and all the stuff that food. Because so far we've only done a Christmas tier list. I did play a Dragon Ball Z game, but I'm not sure which one I played, if I'm being honest. Let me see. let me see. I don't think I played this Dragon Ball Z game, if I'm being honest. Which one? Which game did I play? Well, hold on. Is this the only Dragon Ball Z fighting game? If those are the only Dragon Ball Z fighting games, I definitely played one of them. But I wasn't as big with those because I was playing a lot of Mortal Kombat at that time. So I think my obsession with Mortal Kombat blocked out Dragon Ball Z. And we had the Dragon Ball Z games, but I don't know which one I played. And I couldn't even tell you. Oh, where did my... I lost my page for my journal! My journaling. Okay, the next journal prompt. Write a list of words that you want to sum up the year ahead. Emotions, focuses, moods. Then turn your list into affirmations, such as, for example, I find joy in the smallest moments. Okay, let me guess. Scorpion? No! How did you know? Hold on. Scorpion, Sub-Zero are my mains! Ain't no way! Not me being predictable is crazy. I also love... I don't know how to say her name. If it's Tara or Tara. That was my girl character. What is her name? I think I'm... What is her name? I don't think it's that. I'm forgetting her name. I can't remember her name, but yeah, Scorpion and Sub-Zero were my people. They were my... I loved them. And of course, Melina. You can never... I wanted... Melina is my first Halloween costume when I get good at SFX, and I'm going to full do her mouth. There was a point in time when we were going to Comic-Con, and I was like, next Comic-Con, I'm going to dress up as Melina. But we ended up never going back to Comic-Con. So that never happened. Doesn't that suck? Not you exactly calling who I play. But those people were the best for Mortal Kombat, obviously. Everybody loves Melina. She's just one of those characters. Ah, Soul Calibur is the one with Terra in it. I knew I was missing something. I was like, Terra. Okay, so for Mortal Kombat, it was always Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Scorpion, like, number one. I absolutely love him. Soul Calibur, I would play Terra. She was my main. And, what's his name? I need to find his name. Voldo. So I would, for Soul Calibur, I would main Tira and Voldo. Those were just, I did not like playing anything else. I know, Immortal. I have been wanting to create my own haunted house But of course, it costs a lot of money to do that. And I'm very picky with haunted house actors. I feel like all the people that work alongside me are cheesy. And I don't, it's like watching a bad B movie. And I feel like if I had haunted actors in my haunted house that did that, I would be pretty upset. Soul Calibur 2 is still amazing, absolutely, to this day. And no, absolutely, can you tell that the game was made with love? It has evolved, and they're still making them, right? They're still so good. I would just, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know your vibe. But I always assume a male's favorite character is Ivy. That's always what I assume. I'm like, oh, if Ivy's on the table, that's who you're playing. Who are they? Close? Hello? I'm rockin'. You're like, you're not too far off. Okay. Nimble. Miss Taki's nimble. Well, the issue is I can't pronounce half of these names of the characters. If it's not Ivy, it's Taki. It was Taki. Okay. I was like, if it's not Ivy, it has to be Taki, right? Oh, girl was so good. I loved her too, and I loved her outfits that she had. She was so cool. Hello, welcome in. We are just yapping about games. And while we're yapping about games, we're doing some journal prompts. And then, as we progress forward, we're going to be doing our... I always forget what it's called. Our vision board. We're going to reflect on my last year's vision board and see what I accomplished. And then we're going to create our new vision board. And technically, if I'm being honest, vision boards are meant to be a closed... Okay, what are you adding to the journal? Vision boards are meant to be a closed practice. You never want to reveal... Oh, that's a great journal prompt. No more Advent soups. You never want to reveal what you want to accomplish because looking eyes and wandering eyes are typically negative. And no matter if... You just never know who's watching. You never know who's rooting against you. So to reveal the things that you want, there's this saying to where you never announce something unless you've already completed it. You never announce something if you're in the midst of starting it or in the midst of doing it because you'll end up failing when you have eyes on you. Though, I want to make the vision board with you guys, so it is what it is. You finally got to the true ending of Hollow Knight. Now only 6 things left and I'll be done. How many hours are you now? I was so excited to find out how many hours we were going to end on. But you still have things to do, so this doesn't count. Hollow Knight just never seemed like a game that I would be interested in. Maybe I'll have to try it out. You'll have some convincing to do, but... Okay, journal prompt. No more advent calendars. Soups. 102.6 hours. Okay. Wow, you're kind of zooming through it. You're going much faster than I expected. Okay, words that you want to sum up your year. The year. Oh, wait. Write a list of words that you want to sum up the year ahead. So for next year. So this is just a little manifestation. so just write your words if you want to. And you don't have to share them, of course. Okay. We did the midwinter, we did that. Let's do one more. What do you need to take care for yourself better in 2025? How can you schedule time for this in your weekly/daily routine? So as of right now, I'm on my 10-day streak of meditating every day, stretching every day, and then learning some languages. And I've noticed that I'm feeling less frantic. For the last 10 days, having things that I'm focused on and really nice practices, I'm really seeing the difference of not being so antsy or frantic. And oh my gosh! Yes, Lurk, Refly, happy almost New Year, and I'm so happy you're gonna spend it with your cat. I stay home for New Year, specifically to be with my animals. You also reminded me, we have to deal with fireworks tonight. I honestly, truly, completely forgot till you just said that. Fireworks. Oh man. I have 6 animals and a fresh kitten that I don't think has experienced fireworks yet. I'll let you guys know how it goes. 8 minutes away, wow. What a big time difference we have with each other. Okay. In order for me to care for myself better it says in 2025. I meant to say 2026. I'm sorry. I'm stuck on this year. 4 of the things can take a while. Godspeed, yeah. As well be done if you're efficient, but the other 2 I know will take a long while. Okay. When you finish all of them, we'll see how much time you're at, and we'll see really how long it took. Because if you're at 102, we'll see your finishing result time. Okay. What do you need to take care for yourself better in 2026, and how can you schedule time for this in your weekly/daily routines? I would say make more time for Epsom salt baths for me, because I find that I will shower and then call it there. But bathing with Epsom salt is so good for your muscles and relaxation, and it's good for my anxiety. So I want to do more of that to care better for myself. Of course, saying no to people, to just honor my time and my peace, and not surround myself with negativity or things that I just don't quite want to do or feel uncomfortable doing. And that will really care better for myself. Putting my household first. I noticed that I appease everybody around me, but force my household to do things to appease everybody around me versus considering my household first. And it doesn't matter what or who's involved or what anything's happening. I always notice that I prioritize everybody else but us for the most part. And I think that being courteous and thoughtful of how your immediate household feels, so if you have kids, if you have husband, if you live with siblings, family members, whoever you live with. I only live with my husband, but considering my husband's feelings or intentions when doing things, I think is important for us to have a good household balance, and not always having him signed up for things that he wouldn't want to do just to appease other people. And I think that we as humans do that. It's just like easy to do, that we just think that we can sign up our household for things or force them to do things because it's like well, it won't hurt, it's only this, it's only that, whatever, but it does hurt. it hurts when you're like kind of put into a situation you don't want to be in, and it was like never even your choice. You know what I mean? Like, you understand? I feel like being thoughtful of the people you live with is really important, and I want to incorporate that more because I will often agree to things or suggest us to do things without considering how tired my husband might be when he gets back, or the week that he's had, or our finances, or this or that. And we all go with the flow and have a great time, but it's one of those things where there's no reason to force us to do things. And I'd much rather just have a happy and peaceful household than making anybody uncomfortable or feeling obligated. That's the word. I don't want to make anybody feel obligated to do things. So I would say that would be on my list as well, is being more intentional with my at-home space in general, even just my at-home space, being more intentional with it, and being intentional with the comfort and safety of my husband and myself as well. I always put, even with boundaries, I still put us in situations of uncomfortability, or even like answering my phone for certain calls. I think that's another thing, and that goes for me, not for my husband's piece, but for my piece. There are certain phone calls I'll answer because I'm scared of what I will pick up and hear, like because my anxiety, I will think, oh, this is going to be a detrimental call, I have to pick up. And then I end up picking up, and I end up regretting the fact that I picked the phone up because I didn't protect my peace. And actually, pretty much 9 times out of 10, picking up that phone call ends up us getting suckered in to do something where my husband's in need to go help somebody or babysit or whatever from family members. And it's like, we distance ourselves for a reason, and we don't speak to certain family members for a reason, and picking up those calls really harm our peace and harm our state of mind. Welcome back, Joe. And I really want to take 2026 and move more intentionally. All you missed was we were talking about video game characters, and then we just finished our journal prompts. I was yapping about my so the journal prompt I just finished was what do I need to do to care for myself better in 2026? And I had just put a few things, but right now I was just yapping about the fact that I often will spread myself thin to appease other people, and also spread Austin thin because I'll sign him up for things to appease other people. And I really want to work on making my household the number one priority, and not doing things that will harm our time or our mental health or our physical health. And if sometimes we just have to say no, we have to say no, or plan things for different times and stuff. And I think that I have a really bad habit of signing Austin up to do things for convenience of myself or other people rather than convenience for him. And he's got a lot on his shoulders, and I think that he's not given enough credit. And so I think that I really want to work on being more intentional with our health and our time, and considering him more, because I think when you're in a relationship, it's easy being doormats to other people. And for me, I often, not intentionally, not facetiously, but I will be like, oh yeah, Austin can do that. Oh yeah, Austin blah blah. Oh yeah, I'll just have Austin do it. I'll send Austin. And it's like, and Austin's like, man, I'm sick, I'm in pain, I worked all day, I did this, I did that, and you're just, and he never says anything to me. He never complains, but like, I know that he doesn't feel good, but he'll do it anyway, and it's kind of like, it doesn't feel, yeah, the woes of a exactly, having a dependable husband, and within my family specifically, people really depend on Austin, even like emotionally, even for people I haven't even spoken to, it's kind of like Austin's the go-to in their minds for things. Like, they think that he's just kind of on the back burner to call on whenever. And that's why I also want to work on not picking up my phone for certain people too, because I don't want I don't want Austin being used and abused anymore. I feel so upset that he gets signed up for things because it's just easy, because Austin's nice and Austin's Austin. But his mental health and his physical health is not the best, and making him overwork himself is not good for him or the household. So that's going to be something of my intentions for next year, is to really be more considerate of the household, and asking him what he'd be comfortable and okay with before signing us up for anything. Even if it's little, even if it's big, even if it's times and times away, I think consideration. 3 minutes? I'm surprised that there aren't zombies yet. I was waiting to hear the horde of them rumbling at my door. Wow. Wait, you're in 2026 already? Well, Happy New Year. Oh my gosh. So you and Refly both are now in 2026 already. Happy 2026. I can't believe it. The time difference is so crazy. It is 3 in the afternoon where I'm at. Wow, happy 2026 to you guys. You and Refly both, and anybody that might be lurking that have hit 2026. I hope that 2026 goes beautifully for you guys. Wow, 4 minutes ago. I will be asleep when my new year hits. Or I'll be awake trying to calm my animals down because of the fireworks. What's likely gonna happen is we're gonna fall asleep and then get woken up by all the animals panicking because of the fireworks that pop off, especially at midnight. And then once they've stopped, we're gonna go back to sleep. I no longer. So in the past, I would prioritize staying up until midnight to ensure I'd wish everybody Happy New Year for themselves. And here's a good example of not prioritizing me or my household, because I would always make sure I stayed up at midnight till midnight to wish everybody Happy New Year, so everybody felt loved and thought of. It's always nice to receive messages at certain times from family members when you know that they celebrate a holiday. And so I always stayed up until midnight doing this and making sure no matter how tired I was, and if I was like falling asleep, I would set an alarm. I would set an alarm at 11:59 and start drafting out messages for everybody to make sure I wished everybody Happy New Year. But as of the last 2 years, I have not celebrated New Year. And last year I actually pre-scheduled messages. So I was asleep before midnight, but I sent out text messages and scheduled them to be sent at midnight. So everybody still got a message, but I was asleep. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that this year. I just feel like it doesn't quite align with me or my comfortability, because I was just gonna say it's not even the new year. There's nothing to celebrate because it's not actually the new year yet. It's just the calendar changed. So I think I just really want to be more strict with these things, so the people around me or at arm's length distance from me will stop messaging me on holidays that I don't celebrate. And if I continue to go out of my way to stay up until midnight, if I don't do that to me, Joe, because now I'll stay up just to message you. Never cared. Yeah, I used to care, and then the care turned into not caring, but kind of a forced. Then it turned to a forced I have to care for the other people. And now, maybe it's my age, I'm just getting to the point to where, like, I don't care about other people anymore, in the sense of I'm not gonna stay up until midnight to message people that haven't even spoken to me in the entire year calendar, that don't even know what I'm doing, don't support me, don't check in on me, don't even know my favorite color, why am I gonna stay up till midnight to message all these people that they don't even know what I'm doing in my day-to-day? I don't know. I think age really does. Age really does make you more cynical, and I'm not cynical. I think cynical is not the word. I think it's more so you just don't put up with things anymore, and you less and less do things that you don't align with, and I notice that that's what's happening to me. You're fickle, Kayla? Yeah, if you do it, you do, and if you don't, you don't. Yeah. Which I think is a good mindset. Like, if you're up and you feel like it, or if you want to send the schedule, then it's nice. I've lived my years feeling like obligated to send these messages so I don't hurt other people's feelings. And now I'm just tired of having the obligation. I don't want to feel like that anymore. Your New Year celebration is that I got the true ending. That's it. Yeah, exactly. You got the true ending. Congratulations. If I ever play, we'll see. We'll see. It's an excuse to drink. Yeah. No. I agree with you, Joe. Because if you really think about it, and if you guys, or if people really view January 1st as the new year, why in the world would you want to start your new year drunk or blacked out or hungover? Because I agree that it's an excuse to drink. You're staying up until midnight, 1, 2 in the morning, partying, drinking, getting blacked out. And then what? Because of that, you wake up the next day at like 11 or 12 in the afternoon. You're tired, you're hungover, you're groggy. Well, now that's how you're spending the first day of your year. Or you still wake up early because the new year, new me. You're still drunk and you're ignoring the hangover, but you're pushing through to do your new year, new me resolutions. And then within the next day or two, you burn out because you didn't get I always like to recover. Two New Years ago, I was on Animal Crossing, and I did the Animal Crossing New Year celebration. It is self-torture. Unlurk, welcome back, Orange. I don't have an unlurk thing. Should I? Okay, I'll make an unlurk thing. Thank you. I will go ahead and make that, not right now. But how fun would that be to have? I didn't realize people unlurked. So I'm going to put this as a reminder for me. Thank you so much. Drinking is against your culture, but I'm going to have my new year with my yogurt. Yeah, I don't drink. It's not against my culture or anything. Does somebody have, Orange, does somebody have that as a bot command? Pizza? We have boring stuff around here, Orange. We have nothing fun. I don't know how to do that really. Like, for example, over at Marissa's stream, how you can order a tea and it tells you what tea you get and stuff. I have no clue how she did that. I'm like, that is so cool and fun and creative. How did she do that? I'm still learning. I don't drink. If I were to stay up, I would probably have my tea or like a hot cocoa or something to ring in the new year. But yeah, I agree. You stayed up once in the past 5 years till 12, and the next day you felt bad. Yeah, that's because we had someone invite us to something. See, it's like you get invited to stuff and you don't want to be the guy that always says no. And then you go against what you want to do by saying yes, and then you just feel bad. And that's the start of your new year. It's because you did not think of your household or yourself, and you were trying to be considerate. You had a bad start to your new year that time. I'm gonna be asleep. I'm gonna be sleeping. You have orange as a fruit? I had oranges. I just finished them. Now I have apples. There is way too much to learn when it comes to streaming. So many fun things, and there's a lot of creative people on here that I am no match for. I'm like, well, I have a few commands here or there, but nothing of the sorts of what all these people have. I'm like, I'm messing up. I'm a loser. But yeah, the whole New Year's thing, I don't care. I think this year I'm gonna think about myself and probably not message anybody. We'll see. I always talk about fulfilling boundaries, and then I end up double backing because I hate making people feel bad by using beef broth in a chicken dish. Sometimes you have to mix around the broths. What kind of dish are you making? For example, like if you do I don't have an example, sorry, I'm lying. But you can have a chicken dish, but if you're making like a gravy or a topping reduced stock or something, you would often use beef broth and wine or something because of the vibrant and loud flavors. New year, same old me. And that's how I like going into the new year. I'm all about gradual change when you want to. If you want to change, you should change. But I don't want people changing because they feel forced to, because new year, new me. And oh, it's a new year, I have to suddenly be this version of me I've never been ever in my life, but suddenly I have to do it now because of the calendar. No! If you want to change, you will make change. A little wiser, exactly. New year, same you. I'm proud, honestly, I'm very proud of the me that's going into 2026, and I'm noticing each day I'm becoming a little bit better and a little bit more knowledgeable and a little bit more patient and a little less anxious, and I'm enjoying my community more. I'm enjoying my circle and the people that are in my life on the day-to-day. I'm enjoying, and I have done a better job with keeping distance from people I don't want to be around, and I am really happy with the progress I've made this year and how I'm starting 2026. And I think that 2026 is going to be a wonderful year because I'm going to make it a wonderful year, as well as I'm not putting pressure or forced intentions that don't match my algorithm, like that don't match my path. Working on a dish that you made up. I'm sure it's been made before. Caramelized onions, seared mushrooms, then beef broth. It definitely exists, Joe. I have made this, but hold on. Beef broth, add back in the onions and eyeball heavy cream. I always eyeball heavy cream. Okay. So what I haven't done, you didn't look up a recipe. Yeah, you just did it on your own. I have made that exactly, but I cooked the pasta for what I did. I cooked the pasta first and then added it because I don't like the starchy flavor or thickness in my sauce, my broth, the stock that I make. But the thickening, it does work really well as a thickening agent. So I think that will be delicious. Then the grilled chicken cubes mixed in. Yeah, it does. I think it is pretty French. It sounds like a very French dish for sure. It almost sounds like a French onion soup. Let me know how that turns out, and if you guys take cute pictures of it, post it in my Discord. You know how it goes. You know, I love that stuff. You grew 1 year older. Aren't we all growing a year older? I had my birthday before I started streaming. I started streaming on the 11th of November, and my birthday was on the 1st of November. So it's going to be a whole nother year until we celebrate another year for me. But I will gladly let that year linger and linger and linger as long as possible, because I do not want... I'm scared. I'm scared. The age is getting scarier and scarier as I'm growing. I'm like, when did I get here? When did this age hit me? Because yesterday I thought I was 16. But I haven't been 16 for like a very long time. Yeah, I started stream on November 11th of this year. It's literally been less than 2 months that I've been streaming. Yeah. I'm still fresh meat. I told you I have a lot to learn. That's why all these fun little things that other streamers are doing, I'm like, oh, how do you do that? Because I don't know how to implement that or do it. I'm still learning the Twitch techs. I'm doing my very best. Well, happy birthday to everybody's birthday that I missed. That might have even passed recently, but that I didn't know about it. Happy birthday. Of course, I won't know a birthday unless I know it. But I'm somebody that also doesn't really share my birthday. So a lot of the people that I know will post that it's their birthday on social media and stuff. I'm not one of those people. I want the people that know it's my birthday to wish me a happy birthday, and not to just wish it to me because they saw a post of me saying it's my birthday, you know. Because it also helps me learn who cares about me and who doesn't, because I have written down everybody in my life's birthday. Oh yeah, no, I was aware that it wasn't quite today, but I was not sure if it had passed recently and that I missed it. But in general, yeah, we're all going up a year next year. I'm stressed out. I'm stressed. But then when I get hit with the question of, like, would you go back in time? Like, would you relive? And I'm like, I don't know if I would want to relive my youth. Because we romanticize it when we're older and we're losing time, so we're getting scared. But I don't want to live through all that trauma. Again, no thank you. I mean, maybe I would go back to 16 or 17 and redo some things from the age that I had more freedom and wasn't in such a bad, neglectful situation. But as much as I romanticize being young, I would never want to go back. No. I'm having residuals to this day from my mental health because of how I grew up. No, thank you. I don't want to go back there. I feel bad for the people that are born on leap year. They get a birthday once every 4 years. But on paper, that's pretty fun, isn't it? And you get to, I would say, if you're born on leap year, you just get to have a longer celebration. So when there isn't a 29th of February, when you're not on the leap year, you can decide, okay, I'll have my birthday on the 28th and on the 1st. Some do, but you personally don't. Okay. That's interesting. I acknowledge that I've aged another year, but I don't always celebrate. And I think it's because on my birthday, I really just want everything to be on my time, and I just want to sleep in and be slow and not have expectations. And I feel like when there are plans that are made, you forgot to season Joe. That is a horrible mess up. That's the worst mess up you possibly could do. Ain't no way. Okay, I've been yapping a lot. We're still gonna yap. We're still yapping. But I'm gonna share my screen so we can, while we yap, also start reviewing my past vision board, and we can make our new vision board. And if you guys want to join me, I'm doing mine on Pinterest. You could do your guys' however, or you can just sit and watch and chit chat with me and see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna share it so we can have something to look at instead of just my face. So, yes, I season everything too. And you're supposed to season in layers. I can't believe you forgot to season. A criminal offense, by the way. It still tastes good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have such strong flavors that even messing up, it's still going to be flavorful. But at least make sure to add. I mean, you could still add seasoning to it, can't you? You posted a picture? Okay. Let's see. Hold on, I don't know if streamer mode's on. I don't know if streamer mode's on, so hold on, let me see. Food. Streamer mode is in fact on. We're safe. Here we are. This is Joe's dish. Not a cute picture. It's not a cute picture, I can tell. Okay. Did you say that you roasted those onions? Seared the mushrooms? Okay, Joe. It looks good. It does. Well, it looks good. It doesn't look saucy enough for me. It definitely looks under-seasoned. The mushrooms do not look sauteed or seared. And those onions do not look caramelized. They just look steamed and like sauteed. Because caramelized onions take about an hour or two to caramelize, and they're literally like brown, and they make things sweet. Everybody's being nice to him, and I'm Gordon Ramsay over here. I would eat this. I absolutely would eat this. Not a single seasoning in sight. Austin would hate my guts. He'd be like, He'd try it, he'd be like, did you season this? And I'd be like, no, I forgot to. And he'll say, okay. And he'll get up and he'll go get some hot sauce and some salt and douse it in hot sauce. It looks good though. I'm very picky with mushrooms. So I would not eat these mushrooms because if they're not like almost blackened, I can't eat them. I'm very strange with I'm only reviewing this based off of how picky and finicky I am. So when it comes to a pasta, I need it to be saucy. Like soupy saucy. I want sauce. But the sauce is at the bottom. I would assume, right, Joe? The sauce is down under. The onions are really sweet? Okay, okay. because they don't look caramelized as a real caramelized. This looks like the type of onions I do when I'm lazily trying to just cook the onions to put on top of like a burger. You know, like they're not quite caramelized, but they're in the middle, like they're cooked, they're sauteed. That's what these look like. But if they're sweet, then you did a good job. Could have been saucier. Okay. I thought maybe the sauce was hiding below. Hi, Flocky. Welcome in. I think overall, I absolutely would eat this. But will I say that it definitely doesn't look seasoned or cooked to my liking? Yeah. Your small dish. I don't have a lot of pans. I don't have a lot of stuff. I'm restricted with what I can cook because... yeah, that sauce was very light. I am a pounds of sauce person. I don't like light stuff. I want it drenched. But it looks very good, Joe. I think the only noticeable issue was the fact that it was not seasoned. Typically, yeah, the next time you do it, I think it will be 100 times better. You just threw it together. I think you did a great job for making it just randomly, and it will sustain you. There's nutrients in it, and it looked good. When I do pastas like that, I just do a lot of like Creole, Cajun, or Jamaican seasonings. I like spicing it up in that way. So a lot of the time, for where that was very white, mine would be like a red or an orange. Okay. We are going to... yeah, black pepper. We are going to now... honestly, I could never find bay leaves out there, Joe. I struggled to find bay leaves over there. Sorry, I keep forgetting the word. Vision board. We're gonna start on the vision board. We're still gonna talk and hang out, but I'm gonna start doing this. So I'm gonna look at... I'm doing this on Pinterest. Last year, let's see what I did. I have my 2025 vision board right here. Let's see what last year I had wanted for this year. Okay. So, last year, I added this to my vision board. I wanted to read more in nature, which I fulfilled because I've been reading more, and I'll read on my patio, which is the closest thing to nature that I can get to right now. A PC setup. Now, I did not get my PC set up. I'm using Austin's PC. I did go to the library, and I did go to Barnes & Noble. So, I'm grateful. My body this year has gotten much healthier and much stronger. Last year, I was bedridden. I was in and out of the hospital. It was really bad. This year, a 360. I'm going out often. I'm putting a lot on my plate, and I'm fulfilling it. So I feel like I accomplished this as well. Now, when I posted this, I didn't want the plaque. I posted this to just start YouTube, and I did. I started my YouTube channel, so I fulfilled this as well. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove what we didn't fulfill. So, no, I don't want more ideas. So when I look back on this, I can see what I accomplished. I did not accomplish this. I did not make any homemade candles. I did start streaming on Twitch. I didn't do the self-care. Oh, I'm sorry, Flocky. I send my condolences. Death is such a hard thing to deal with. And it's such a hard thing to accept. And I hope that you heal through it and that you're able to... you have the support system to make yourself feel better. I didn't do the physical self-care that I wished to do, so I'm going to take that off. I did not start a business like I wanted to. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a rough year. I think 2025 has collectively been really stressful and hard for everybody. I wasn't able to make it to the pond or to a ravine. I did do the candles. This was not me this year. Okay. This, yes, but no. Because I'm doing it virtually, my college, so I can't say yes to this. But, I do have herbs, and I have been drinking a lot of tea. I have not fully started journaling in this capacity, and I was not in nature enough. My income did not exceed my expenses this year. I did not do my vending like I wanted. I did succeed in college, and next month I'll be in university. Actually, in like 2 weeks I'll be a university student. So I will put that as I did. I did practice yoga. What do I want to do? I just want to live. Honestly, what I want to do is sit and focus on my mind and my body. I want to continue moving my body. I want to go out in nature more. I want to go hiking. I want to go exploring. I want to travel in my area and in the adjacent places near me. I want to go on solo trips. There's this beautiful place in Northern California that I want to do a trip on. It's this beautiful, small, little itty-bitty cabin on this gorgeous river, and they have a bunch of animals, and I feel like it's just a great space to reset. Honestly, 2026 is going to be really focused. I want to focus on me and ensuring the habits and mindfulness that I'm setting up stick, and that I really see a big change in my mental health for 2026. If that makes sense. There's nothing I really want to accomplish. I don't see things as, if I do this, I'm successful or rich or accomplished. I'm not, like, I'm in college, but I'm not sitting here thinking, well, if I get my degree, that's when I'm successful and rich. And no, I'm sitting here as showing up every day and passing my classes and meditating every day and doing my yoga, that I'm successful and I'm rich. Rich in life, rich in community, rich in self-care. People often think it has to be about money or objects, and I don't agree with that. Okay, Life says, why do people love me and hate you? Death replies with, because you are a beautiful lie and I am the painful truth. Yeah, the whole topic of life and death, I think it's because of my mental health, but I spiral monthly. I will have, and it used to be weekly. Okay, Joe, yeah, I think making more sauce is really smart. That did not look saucy enough for me. But I like sauce, so I want to see that picture. I used to have weekly mental breakdowns where I would be sobbing for hours because I would remember, oh my God, I'm gonna die. And it would happen weekly for years straight. And now it happens once every few months that I will have the impending doom that hits of, oh my God, I'm gonna be dead one day. But I don't panic anymore, and I don't bawl, and I don't, it's gonna happen anyway. And so I'm just trying to make good with it, because it's not like I can change it. So for anybody that might be joining in or might be confused, I am sorting through this year's vision board that I made at the end of last year, for what I want to accomplish this year. And right now, I'm removing the things that I didn't accomplish. So when I go back to this vision board, I will see, oh, this is what I did this year. And I'm not going to keep the things I didn't do to hold over my head of, this is what I didn't accomplish. So we're removing everything we didn't make time for this year or didn't get to. And then we're going to make 2026's vision board. You want to die on a battlefield with a sword while crawling out of a frozen river looking at a Ain't no way. Hey, a battle scene, what a way. Everybody will remember you. You'll be a hero. I did not unplug as much as I'd like to. I did not start knitting and crocheting. I did not bake as much as I wanted to, though I did bake a couple times, but not as much. I didn't get my braces. I've been gathering a lot more with my people and doing a lot more events, but I didn't do anything like this like I wanted. The thing is I want to do more intentional gatherings, such as picnics or going hiking or going to quiet places and just being and romanticize going in places, all of us just journaling together or just reading or just but it's kind of hard to do that, so I wasn't able to fulfill this, but maybe next year. Honestly, the gatherings don't look like this, but it feels like this. You know, gathering is different in different ways, but I'm gonna remove this because I didn't do anything like this specifically. I feel like I've been cleansing and cleaning my mind, my space, my body, my energy. I still have a lot more to do, but I've been, so I'm gonna keep that. This is how I eat. This is how my food's been looking, so I'm keeping that. I did dabble in church this year. I went actively for a bit, and when I wasn't going, I was watching a live stream of church for like 6 months. Every Sunday for 6 months, I was watching a live stream every Sunday in the morning. And I'm not Christian, and I'm actually not religious at all, but I enjoy taking time to be a part of things that feel spiritual and holy, and so I dibbled and dabbled. I left with the conclusion of it's just not for me, and me going feels performative because it doesn't fit me. So I stopped, but I received what I went there looking for, which was clarity of this is definitely not for me, and I need to find community in what I believe in and what I prioritize. But I did go. I actually did not do therapy because I did not have insurance to go to therapy. So I have to remove that. I didn't go into any pottery classes like I wanted to, or painting classes. Herbal medicine, cycle syncing, nervous system regulation, candlelight evenings, barefoot grounding. I have been doing this stuff, so I'm keeping that there. Yatori, which is intentional slowing down to simply be, breathe, listen, appreciate. So I have been doing this. It's not to the extent of what I'd wish, but I've been adding practice, so I'm going to keep that. I don't know what that looks like, so let me make that bigger. No. Can we go back? This one is change your thoughts and you change your world. Oh, okay. I have been changing my thoughts a lot. My mindset from last year to this year is so different, and I'm not viewing things as negatively anymore. And actually, whenever people move negatively around me, I will often just stay quiet or subtly agree rather than indulging in negative conversation, because I'm trying to be more intentional with the words that I speak or what I think, because words are spells, and if you see things negatively, everything's gonna be negative. So I actually been making great progress with that, which is wonderful, because with me being me, I would never have imagined, my past self would never have imagined my future self having the mindset that I do right now. I've made great leaps. Okay. So, makes ice bath and gets steak knife. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so orange. That is actually hilarious. Oh, that is so funny. Hey, that's how it's gonna have to be, Joe. So I'm gonna keep this, because if it wasn't for my progress and initiative and progression with my studies, I wouldn't have gotten into university. It's the closest, yeah, it's the closest that we can get. So we're gonna keep this. Oh, this was removed. Then look look out at the mountain. I did not do any group yoga gatherings this year or sound baths. I did a couple years back. I didn't this year, so I have to remove it. Okay, my gatherings didn't look like this either. Unfortunately, I have to remove it. Boundaries. Okay, let's see. Let's read these and see if I incorporated this. Okay, it's not my job to heal others. Please others. Make it work. Tiptoe. Okay. It is my job to heal myself, listen to my needs. I did not do this. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I have to remove it. Yes, I have been doing this. I guess I would say my nights do kind of look like this with my community. Look more so like this than the other ones, so I'm gonna keep this. I didn't go to a head spa. I didn't change my patio like I wanted. I did not go to a beautiful area and meditate. I didn't do pottery. I am in control of my thoughts and emotions. I did lose my thoughts and emotions, so I have to remove that. Oh. Vandal. We did Vandal, Flocky. We did Vandal earlier already, but thank you for the redemption. I'm sorry, I don't think I can give back your points. Today's Vandal was Firework by Katy Perry. Okay. I didn't do my face care. I didn't do all this. I did not get that money. Construction dirt mound outside. Yep. I have outside we have a building being demolished, like a big building, and there is a legitimate landfill that they're making off of all the debris, and the air quality has been horrendous as well. Yeah, I'll be doing it tomorrow for sure. Okay, remove this. I would say I did this in a sense, but not like this, so I have to remove that. I think everything else... Okay, I don't quite... Well, I do. It's a mindset, and I'll say that I do. Okay, so I think I removed what I didn't... I did get the flip phone that I wanted. See? I have it. I got the flip phone. I will say that... This is it. Let's refresh. So it was at 56 pins. It's now at 24. So out of the 56 things I added to my vision board last year, I only successfully did 24, which I think is a wonderful leap in accomplishment. Not off of statistics of the numbers. Like, that is a big number difference. But from what I looked like last year and what I accomplished last year versus this year is vastly different. Last year, with how sick and ill I was, I couldn't have even completed even one of these things. So to have completed 24 is wonderful. So let's have a little quick overview of what we accomplished this year. We've been reading a lot with nature. We've been going to the library or Barnes and Nobles. I have been focusing on growth with my strength and my health. We did start YouTube. We did start Twitch. We did do the candle bundle painting. I have been doing my best to manifest all the peace and blessings and energy. I have been focusing on herbal and natural medicines, trying to regulate my nervous system using candlelight and grounding and routines. I've been clearing my mind, space, body, and energy. I did attend church. I have been doing yoga. I did succeed in college because I'm going to university. My plates have been looking like this. This is how I eat. I do have all these herbs right now in my house, and I've been using them for syrups, for adding into brews, teas. I am tapping into my goddess energy. I have been intentionally slowing down. I have been in the middle of my ego and higher self and finding balance and trying to minimize my ego. When I gather, my gatherings feel like this. It might not have the candle lit and the vast array of food in this sense, but my gatherings are full of laughter and close sitting and community and food, always food involved. Like, so I'm keeping this because this is how our gatherings feel. We did great, and we're moving on up and moving into university. Every day I have my tea and my candles and my crystals and my cleansing mechanisms. I've been enhancing my thoughts. Okay, I have to remove this because it didn't all work out. It didn't all work out, but enough worked out, but I am going to remove that. I did get my flip phone that I wanted, and my space has been looking like this with the amount of books I've been reading, with the tabs I've been trying to keep, the studying for school. Like, oh man. Yes, I have. I mean, last year was really tough for me because I went through a horrible mental episode where it threw my physical body out, and I thought I was actually dying. I had some severe thyroid issues, hormone issues, mental health issues, and for like 6 months straight, I was completely 100% bedridden. I needed assistance going to the bathroom. I couldn't feed myself. I couldn't get out of the bed. I was just so not functioning. I don't know what happened, but my episode spiraled me into the worst position I've ever been in my life. And I didn't see that ending. I thought that was my permanent life. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I would never leave my bed. And slowly I eventually started. And then, even though I left my bed, I was not able to leave my house. I could not walk out the front door. I had lost my job. I had lost my soul dog. She passed. It was just bad, bad, bad. And then I came into the new year, this year, and we lost all of our vehicles. Austin had lost his job and had got a new one, and it was just a lot of bad and good and bad and good. My computer ended up breaking. My laptop broke to where I was computerless for such a long time, and thankfully Austin has let me borrow his. Like, me and him just share this computer. We have one computer, we share it, and I'm thankful that I'm able to stream and start this. But and a lot of other things, just a lot of things. And it's been a hard last year and a hard this year, but versus the beginning of this year and last year, I have done a whole 360. Things have gotten so much brighter for my mental health, for my physical health, for my emotional health, for my well-being, for my motivation, for my inspiration, for my discipline. It's just, yeah, I've fulfilled and succeeded a lot, and I still have a lot more to go. There's always a saying that this saying doesn't really fit, but it does in a sense. So there's saying that if you're the smartest one in the room, you're in the wrong room. Or if you are in a room where you think you know everything and that you can't learn from the people around you, then you need to heal. And I feel as though, hold on, I have to sneeze. I feel as though the progress that I'm making, I'm viewing things as constantly learning, constantly evolving. Thank you. I'm around people that we're learning off of each other and doing things to help grow and better each other. And it's wonderful. And I never want to be the smartest person in any room. I want all of us to always learn from each other and always have a challenge for myself, and never to like push back or lower myself to fit into places that I don't fit in. Okay, so 2025 was a beautiful year. A lot of bad, but it turned out good. And I'm happy about that. So we're going to get into our 2026 vision board and start getting that crafted. And so for 2026, of course, let's start off with being as screen free as possible. Oh, not for my pins, silly. Screen free. Or no, not for kids. We'll go to unplug. Maybe that will help. That'll be a better statement for them to go off of. Right here, this one's perfect. This is exactly what I have in mind. Let's wander where the Wi-Fi is weak. And the thing is you don't have to 100% unplug, right? But, for example, I stream. Or, for example, Austin works at a desk and works at computers. And I feel as though when I'm not streaming, unplugging and being away from screens and going on adventures and being out in nature and reading and cooking and listening to music and outside of screen activities, I feel like is so important and what I really, really want to stricten up on. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my 2026 vision board as my first priority is to, if I'm not streaming, I'm not on a screen. Okay. I want to add this. This is ceremonial cacao. I really want to add this into my morning routine because it is so good for hormone balancing and I want this picture better. This one's more my alley. It's so good for hormone balance and keeping your body in sync and working. And I have not indulged in this yet, but it's a habit that I want to get into. So I'm going to add this to my 2026 as well. Also, I'm going to add a waste free. I really want to incorporate going as plastic free as possible. So what I'm going to specifically add is a glass water jug. I am criminal and guilty of using plastic water bottles still. I know. It is my biggest bad habit. We, in 2026, are stopping that. And we are going to get water jugs and drink fresh spring water away from the microplastics and away from the landfill mess. Of course, I would love to... Oh, do I want to set that up for 2020? I was going to say I would love to build my apothecary more. But if I'm being realistic, what I really want to do is move. And I would hate to spend the money to build my apothecary and move. So I'm going to put here, move. And I'm adding this to my 2026. To my vision board. I want to get out of where I live. I'm so exhausted being here, and it does not meet my lifestyle or practices anymore. Well, it never did, but I'm just really growing, and I feel like I'm being weighed down by my environment of where I live. A lot more. Don't worry, we have a lot more to go. I'm just thinking. You know what I'd like to do more is eat more oatmeal. And the thing is, I hate oatmeal, but it's a wonderful source of nutrients and fiber, and it helps your cholesterol and your blood sugar. And I am so anti eating oats because I hate the way they taste. No matter how you dress it up, I hate oatmeal. But I want to just force myself to eat it to where one day I'm gonna like it. And that's that, right? Actually, I have some oatmeal pins. Oh, this looks delicious. I'll add this. This is a cardamom vanilla oat porridge with roasted apples. I'm just gonna add this because that looks good to me. Ooh, anti-inflammatory oatmeal cookies. Oh, are you suggesting oatmeal cookies? I could do that. Because you're still getting the nutritional value of the oatmeal, and I wouldn't use sugar anyway. I'd probably use maple syrup, which when I make oatmeal, I use maple syrup. So maybe eating it in a different way would help me. So that's actually a really good suggestion. What was I gonna... Oh, yes. Anti-inflammatory. I want to start eating more anti-inflammatory, which I already do because I eat pretty... If I have an apple, I'm eating the apple. I'm not eating like apple flavored candy. Like I eat the ingredient that it is. Yeah. Oatmeal in the least oatmeal-y way is absolutely oatmeal cookies. I think that you are so smart for giving me that suggestion because I would not have thought of it for some reason. And I do love myself a good oatmeal cookie. So I will start, you know what? We're gonna open a new tab and I'm gonna add oatmeal cookies as my 2026 because that will help me. And I'm not gonna pick any specific recipe like that I'm like I want this recipe. I'm just gonna pin it as the manifestation or the okay, this is what I wanted to do type of thing. That's what the vision board's for. You're not pinning exactly the exact recipe. I will do this. I like chewy oatmeal cookies. I'll just add this so I know that that's my goal. Camping. I want to go camping this year. Let's go back to anti-inflammatory diets. I really want to prioritize more anti-inflammatory recipes. Because inflammation is so bad and it's a silent killer. I don't want a specific recipe. I just want, like, for it to say anti-inflammatory diet. So I have it on my board. Maybe I will just put this. This is how I eat anyway. This is straight up how I already eat. Ooh! Ooh! I like this. We'll add this one. This is literally what's always on. Ooh, I like this. This is how I eat. This is what my meals look like, but I'm gonna add this anyway because this is a peak anti-inflammatory thing. What I am bad at is eggs. I don't eat eggs. But as long as I continue eating this way, that's all that I care about. Journaling. I want to journal more. And really prioritize journaling. I want like journal aesthetic. Let's do something cute. I want a cute journaling picture. Romanticize everything you do. This is perfect. So, minus the coffee. Ooh, I'll do this one. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So, journaling, physical media. I liked the crossword. I want to invest in more crossword books. Like, I straight up want, I'm going to save this for my vision board. I straight up want a purse or a tote bag. And because I don't have purses or tote bags. I literally just carry my phone in my hand. And if that's all I carry, that's all I carry. I want to get a purse that is full of a book that I can read at any time. a crossword book, a journal, and a bunch of other little things. Painting stuff, etc. And so I'm actually gonna do a purse, purse inside of purse aesthetic. I don't know. It's like I want to have a purse, maybe tote bag inside of tote aesthetic. Yeah, so this is more my vibe. The tote bags. This looks good. Yes. So it doesn't quite fulfill like the this maybe? No, but there's not a tote bag in sight, so it doesn't quite help me here. Can I find a better one? I really want the journal involved. I want the books involved. Right here, possibly? This seems bougie. I don't want a bougie one. I just want the items. We might have to just go do that one that we saw, but we'll know what we mean by it, obviously. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is good. I'll do this one. Camping. I really want to go camping in the aesthetic way of straight up like this. I want to romanticize going camping. I want it to look like this, where we're cooking food, we're brewing tea, we're on a beautiful area. We have, like, this is exactly what I would love. Like this. Now, I'm not going to save this because there's meat heavy and I don't want the meat involved. Ooh, this is a beautiful picnic spot. I'll add this as a picnic. Well, okay, let's be realistic. Likely I won't be anywhere near a river like this, or the ocean, the water, lake. I won't be anywhere near stuff like this. So let's go back to reality of my location and where I could camp. This is more reasonable, actually, for where I live. Also, this could be. So I'm going to add both of them. I really want an aesthetic, romanticized camp this year. I have my animals. It's positive. I'm aware camping is... I've gone camping many times. Camping is dirty. There's bugs. You know, you have to pee in a hole dug up on the floor. I'm okay with that. I'm inserting myself into nature's domain. I have nothing to complain about. I'm not going to complain about nature when I'm going into nature on purpose. I'm going to enjoy my time. This is nice. I'm going to save this too as a park trip. Now, let's get into the Twitch stream. Twitch partner? Wouldn't that be crazy? I think I'm shooting too high up for the stars if I were to manifest trying to be a partner. We've made wonderful progress. So I've only been streaming since November 11th of this year. And in that time, I've gotten 75 followers, a wonderful community. I have 13 subscribers. I feel like we are making beautiful progression, but I don't want to aim insanely high for partner because I want these to be achievable and realistic, and I don't want to set myself up for disappointment or man, I didn't hit that goal of 2026 when it's not a reasonable goal. To hit partner in less than a year is a crazy expectation. So what's this? Well, I don't really want to, maybe let's just go to content creation, maybe? I'm not liking the way these are coming out. I just... no. I'm not liking these. Maybe I'll just do the Twitch icon. Okay, perfect. There we are. I'll do this one. I just want to grow. I have no set goal. As long as I'm not where I'm at right now by next year, that's all I care about. I think I want to pick up the guitar this year for sure. Yes. I want to pick up the guitar and actually focus on learning it. Have I thought about different kinds of streams? Yes. So originally when sorry, I'm having some allergies because of my cats. Originally when I first intended to stream, I really wanted the space to be more so of me speaking on social issues and conservation and advocacy and doing yoga and meditating and kind of just being a safe space to educate but also to build community. And so far it hasn't quite been that way, in the full sense of I dibble and dabble. I always add in some social issues and conservation, and I always add a little bit, but I don't make it the priority of my streams. Also reading, I intended to like strictly read, strictly craft, strictly cook and bake, and I've noticed that because of my financial where I am financially, I can't afford to do constant cooking streams, constant crafting streams, etc. So I found that I kind of throw in gaming and throw in other things as a way to keep the content lively until I can afford to do the other things. But I really just want to read more on stream and do yoga and do other things and not feel so restricted or stressed that I'm going to be too boring for people to watch, because I find that people don't like a lot of the things that I like, and I don't want to make everybody run away because I'm boring, you know? So I have given a lot of thought, and I do plan to give more thought into it. So I've been doing yoga and stretching, but I want to continue to improve and do better. I wonder if there's a set pose that I want to achieve. I don't know what pose I'd actually be capable of doing. Let's just add yoga in general. We're not going to base it off of the pose. I'm just going to add the yoga. And, well, I think I like this one better. We're just going to add the yoga. Also, I'll keep, we'll go into language learning. I am on day 10 of learning Japanese and Spanish, but I want to stay consistent. So I'm going to put this up there as well. Continuing to learn the language. I'll also put reading aesthetic. Oh, this was perfect. This is just what I like. We'll add this. Also college. Not inspiration, but college accomplishments, I guess. Oh, we're struggling with this one. Okay. I will pass all my classes. That's what I'm doing. I will pass all my classes. I will pass all my classes. Okay. Oh, I think I added that already. And what's over here? Oh, just my thing. Okay, this is my For You page. Let's see. Oh yes, I'll attract the right people by being myself. I'll add that because Joe, for one, that was so loud in my ear, and for two, audio doesn't jump scare me. It just gives me a headache. Was that as loud for you guys as it was for me? It was so loud for what? Yeah, I bet you regret that, don't you? I feel like physically I keep myself very bland so I don't disturb people, but in reality, I want to have colored hair. I want to bleach my eyebrows. I want to get piercings, and I always dim my light so I don't offend people physically. Well, if they're sleeping, they're awake now. Oh, I love this. I'm gonna add this. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and add. I actually already have a board. Ooh, farmers markets. Farmers markets, I'm gonna add. I wanna go to more farmers markets. No, I haven't made it cool for you guys yet. I will eventually. I will. Don't worry. It's just the base of what I have at the moment. What was I on about? Well, technically, it wouldn't pop anything up on my screen. It would pop up on your screen. Either way. We're gonna go into the piercings and stuff. Oh, that's not it. We're gonna go into the piercings, and I'm gonna add that I'm actually gonna get the piercings that I want this year. Which, let's just start off with, I want for sure an eyebrow. And for sure, my lip pierced. And then I also want tattoos. So I'm just going to add a random tattoo that I have saved. So I know, okay, I got a tattoo. Oh, I don't want to add it, like I'm struggling because I don't want to add a specific one. We'll just do this little spiral. This is not the tattoo I'm getting, but I just want to make sure I get a tattoo. A Mike Tyson tattoo. The closest I'll get is I will definitely be getting a face tattoo, just not Mike Tyson's. Also, I want to cut my bangs shorter. I want to look like an anime character. So, but I'll just add a random one. I'll add a random one and we'll go from there. I don't think the bangs will look specifically like this, but I just want to make sure I cut my bangs. We'll do skincare. I really want to focus on my skincare. I'm getting older, and it's going to start getting noticeable if I don't start paying attention and being mindful. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my vision board of 2026, this one. Oh, let's go back. I want my braces. Maybe this will be the year that I finally get my braces. Well, all these braces are so loud. Why are they so loud? I don't want loud braces. Ugh. Aesthetic. These are so loud braces. Okay, I like these ones. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? I used to use exfoliator, but I've stopped. Not on purpose. I'm really lazy when it comes to skincare. I have always been bad at skincare. And now that I'm getting older, my skin's gonna start aging. And so I need to be mindful. I want to focus more on conservation, which I'm already doing, but I really want to focus more on it. So being more intentional of those around me. I'm gonna save this because I feel like when we see trash or respect your environment, I'm gonna add this one. When we see things around us, we just ignore it, like as humans. I'm not doing that. I'm going to ensure that if I see something that doesn't fit, I'm going to fix it. I want to start collecting my physical media. Not that I know of. I don't believe we have any community gardens. My area is not very garden friendly to begin with, but also not very community friendly either, unfortunately. So it's pretty difficult. Physical, what is this? Nope, I don't want to do. Oh, I like this one. Oh, go back. I saw one that I liked. I clicked that video and it led me. I need to go back to that video right here. I want this one. Physical media, we're adding this one. And I want the 2000s aesthetic too. The nostalgia era, 2000s, yeah, like that vibe. Well, I don't quite know how to add to my vision board this. So maybe we won't add it. But we'll feel it. A spring clean. I want to like spring clean. Like really, really clean. I have a patio that I use for storage that we can't access. I'm gonna do like a deep clean that I really have to donate and organize. Wouldn't that be cool? Learning a Spanish guitar song while sitting in lotus position. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, I'm adding deep cleaning to the thing so I can clear off the patio. Also, with that being said, a washer and dryer. I don't have a washer and dryer. And what I do is I'll straight up wash my clothes in my bathtub and then I'll hang dry them on my patio. Unfortunately, it's so cold that my clothes don't dry anymore and they dry stiff if I do it. So we just can't do laundry unless we pay for it, and that's really a big expense. And so thankfully my friend lets me use her washer and dryer there, but I don't want to be a nuisance, so I avoid asking at all costs, and so we kind of just sit with like dirty laundry for a long time until we can afford to pay. So I want to just get because my apartment units provide washer and dryers, but the patio that they would bring it is the patio that I use for storage. So I have to clear the patio before they'll come in. So I have to do something in order to get something. Baths. I want to do more baths. Oh, if my bath don't look like this, I don't want it. This, I love this. Like, this is what I want my grocery shop to look like, minus that bag right there. You see that plastic bag? I don't want that plastic bag. Can we find a different picture? No, there's plastic on here. Plastic free groceries. Yeah, I want my haul to look... No, like, not like that specifically per se. This is what I want. Wait, there's plastic right there. More like this, I'd say. No, there's plastic. This? I can't tell if this is plastic or not. You really can't avoid plastic, can you? We will just save one with the intention. Like, we'll save this with the intention. Even though there is one little plastic, we'll save it with the intention. I already cook a lot, but I want to start cooking more recipes. So I'm going to save this because of the recipe right here. I want to cook more recipes rather than just winging it. Also, I'm going to save this. Always save that money. Save the money, save here. The saving goal. We're going to save this. No, that's AI. Absolutely not. We'll do this one. Also, I want to start baking more. We'll do sourdough specifically. I want to start making sourdough bread. Yes, perfect. We'll do this. Well, yeah, we'll add this one. Let's see what it's refreshed now. Okay. It's refreshing according to what I've been saving. What else? More books, less screens, absolutely. Also, I want to prioritize, yes, I want to explore as well. I want to prioritize, oh, a podcast as well. Perfect. I'll just add this one. I just want to listen to more podcasts. Also, I had something in my brain as I was scrolling down here. Oh! Okay, there is a rave I want to go to at the end of next year. I'm going to save... I'm just going to put this. There's a rave I want to go to. I also want to start going to events like conventions, like a Ren Fair. I want to start doing things and having experiences. I'm tired of just being bound to my home. I also would love to get into pen pal writing. Not pen pal. It's not pen pal. It's called something else. But it's a form of letter writing. I would love to... because my baby sister, she lives far from me. I would love to start sending her letters. And pen pal is the best way I can describe it, because how you do the letters, if you don't know, like, you write down whatever you want to write, but then you add stuff. You'll add stickers and confetti and maybe your favorite tea and maybe this, and you add stuff, and it makes it like a little unwrapping, like a fun little haul. So I'm just gonna add like stuff like this. This is so cute. I'm gonna add this, and I really want to start sending letters to my sister. Little pen pal letters. I'll also add this so I can remember. Oh, I like this one better. Oh, maybe I like this one. Oh, I like this one. I'll do this. Now let's go back to the home page and see what's refreshed. Hello, refresh, please. Yes, eat my skincare. I'm going to add that too. I'm going to eat more things that fulfill my skincare on top of doing skincare. Slow down. I want to slow down. Slow down and enjoy life. Doing that. I'm gonna add therapy this time. Again. Because this year I have insurance. Come January 1st, I have insurance. So I will be attending therapy. So I'm gonna add this to ensure. And let me add community. I want to keep community. Yes, I want to do more community-filled events. I'll add this one so I don't have a vision of expectations on what it should look like, but for what it should feel like. Because, for example, if I add this, maybe what I do this year won't look like this. And then I'll be like, well, if we're talking that, then it failed, you know? But if I do something like this, it's vague. And it keeps the intention of community without setting a specific process of it. What else? I like keeping everything really soft. Let's go and see what we have so far. Vision board. At the moment we have 47 pins. Last year we had 54 and we didn't really accomplish them all. We might be pushing it. Let's peruse the things I already have saved. And oh, did I add reading? Like, do I have books on here to read? Oh, I do. I have this right here. Let's peruse what we already have saved. To make sure we experience this, to see what we could add. I mean, at this point in time, I'm not really able to add all of these things specifically because of where I live. Hobbies. Okay. Perfect. Scrapbooking. Oh, I would love to start scrapbooking. Should I add that? Maybe we just start with consistently journaling. And let's not add that to our... I would love to start making goodie baskets. Because if I start making the sourdough, I already make homemade syrups and we make jams and stuff like that. Could I add this? Or would it be pushing it? Let's just do our best. I'm gonna add one. I'm gonna add it and we'll see. Okay, let's go back to the front page. I don't really buy things I don't need, but I would love to. Okay, minimize. Well, is minimalizing... would that be what I'd want to type in? Or is there a different word I can use? Decluttering? Declutter. I want to declutter and remove things that we don't use and aren't gonna use. Yeah, keep, donate, discard, etc. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna add that. Of course, I'm going to keep adding this. This is already a big practice. Like, this is a kind of a, you know, when you play bingo, how you have the middle, the freebie space? This is a freebie space for me. I will fulfill this because I strictly live this lifestyle. So yeah, I would love to get more into tarot because I have tarot knowledge and I'm good at tarot, but I could be better. So I want that. Family. I would love to spend more time with family this year, if possible. And then also, hopefully, possibly get a car. And I don't really want a new or expensive car. I just want something that I can travel with to get me to travel to family, to friends, to community events, to library, like just be able to do what I want to do. I'll add, oh, no. Well, oh, I like this. I'm gonna add this one. Watch this accidentally manifest me to Hawaii, because that's where they are. Let's see what else we can add. I think we've added what we want to add, honestly. Oh, I would love to go. I just don't think there are any in my area that I would approve of, but I would love to go to an ethical farm, like a farm rescue. Oh, I like this. I want this because I want to add more, I need more utensils and stuff in my house. I also need new pots and pans, but I won't get new, I'll get used. But still. A lot of this stuff already aligns with how I live, but there are just some things that I need to do better. I don't have a wok, I don't. Which is crazy because I cook a lot of Asian food. I need a wok. I would love to look at my... Maybe I'll add that. I can find one at a thrift store. I know I can. So I'll add that, and this will also double as... to remind myself to get more pots and pans as well. And let's go back to just in general thrifting. We're gonna thrift. Thrift. Yes, we're gonna thrift our stuff. I like this. We'll add this one. We always thrift, but I want to ensure. And then, hormone balance. I want to ensure that I am physically healthy as well. So we're going to focus on my hormones are regulated. I'm going to add that. My hormones are regulated, also healthy. I'm going to put healthy. Good health. Healthy gut, healthy body, healthy soul, healthy mind. I'm going to add that. And honestly, I think that we've hit it. I think we did it here. For our manifestations. For our vision board for 2026. I mean, I'm honestly loving everything I have here. All my goals seem really to align with what is possible for me to do and how I see my future. Yes. And also, I could technically put YouTube on here too because, yeah, I'm gonna add this one too. Financial stability. Or I'll add this one. Girls just want to have funs. Oh, I'll do this one. Invest in yourself. But what I wanted to add originally was, oh, YouTube growth. Because I'm also on YouTube, but I don't actually, I've kind of slacked. I'll put create that content. And there was one more thing that I just thought of. Oh, yes. Pictures. I want to take more pictures. Yeah, perfect. I'll do this one. I want to take more pictures of things. Okay, so I would say this is pretty much my vision board. And you can add and remove as you want to throughout the year for things that might align more with you or might not align anymore. But this is my vision board for 2026. We have how many? 58 pins. This looks right up my alley. It looks doable. I'm also gonna I'll put mountains too because there's plenty of mountains I want to go to. And really enjoy and explore. I'll do this one. I'm constantly adding more. I'm like, oh, more. And we'll see where we end up by the end of next year. And how different things will be for us. Maybe I should also I didn't put hobbies on here. I want to still fulfill my hobbies. Is there something that kind of is a broad... A broad, like, plentiful of hobbies versus specific hobbies? Oh, I'll just add this one. Screen-free hobbies. Okay. Now I think I'm really happy. Here we are. Now we don't have 58 pins. We have... Oh my gosh, we have 63 pins. It never reset. We have 63 pins, which is much more than last year's. Let's see what we'll do. Let's see what we're capable of and what we can accomplish. That's my vision board. Hopefully you guys make your own vision board and are able to fulfill as much possible. I'm glad you love this. Me too. It just makes me happy. And I'm more prepared and guided. Yes. My growth doesn't feel... Oh, Austin, are you on your way home? I haven't been checking my phone. My growth is always steered towards wanting personal and environmental growth. I want to succeed in college, of course, but it's not, I'm not set with, okay, well, I want a better job and I want a better this and I want this and I want that. For me, the goals I'm setting here on the vision board is like, as I'll show you again, it's as you can see, it's all very slow living, screen-free hobbies, going to the mountain, taking more pictures, creating the content, investing in myself, regulating the hormones, tarot and eco-friendly things, family time, thrifting, hopefully get a car, just an old used car, just so I can travel. Community, eating good, making homemade letters and homemade gift baskets. All this stuff is all very healing in a broad mental, physical, community, emotional. Everything I see here just fully aligns with me and my trajectory versus I want my 2026 goal is to be rich and to own a mansion. Like I don't care about that stuff. I do want to move. But it's not moving into a mansion or even a house or anything. It's just moving. If it's into another one-bedroom apartment, that's fine. It's just getting out of the environment I'm at right now. Ooh, I'm gonna add this specifically because I've been looking into journals that I really want, and these align with the journals that I've been trying to save so I can journal everywhere. Oh, this is cute. I'm gonna add this too. This perfectly aligns with me because I want to have a journal for everything. A journal for my day-to-day just accounting for my life, a journal that I sketch in, a journal that I take to restaurants and rate things, and a travel. So this is perfect for me. I am excited, and realistically, I'm not sure if I'll be able to accomplish everything that I wrote down or that I saved, but I know my vision and I know my goal. So I think, like you said, Orange, we are prepared and we have guided ourselves, and hopefully we're setting ourselves up for wholesome opportunities, whether all of them are fulfilled or only some of them. Really, this stuff is all I care about. Environment, healing, and community is all that I care about. Eating healthy, moving the body, growing mentally. I really want to prioritize a lot of reading this year. A lot of it. Well, that's mine. I feel like I'm going to keep adding more and more and more. But the more I add, the more unlikely I am to finish all of it. So I have to stop and be careful. But if you guys followed along and joined me with making a vision board, or even mentally, maybe you mentally noted like, oh, that would be fun. Oh, that's a good idea. Or I want to do that. That's all that matters. It's about intention. So if you guys went ahead and had intention with me and feel motivated for your 2026 to accomplish at least one new thing, then that's all that matters. Some of these things that I put on are repeat things that I already practice, but I just want to get better with, or be more consistent with. So not everything has to be a new accomplishment. It could just be improving, or just improving. There's really no or about it, just improving. Let me clear up. I'm just clearing up my Pinterest now, removing everything I searched so it's fresh and clean, and so anytime I open it, it will be new stuff and not just everything I saved. I also would love to fix my space a lot more in general. I have an issue with my apartment. I just don't like my space. I'm uncomfortable in my own home. It's just so boring and not me at all. In my opinion, I'm like, oh, it could be so much better. But that stuff costs money. Even though I thrift everything, you still have to have money to thrift. And then I always am like, well, if I'm just going to move, why would I add more to this space when my next space will be different? It makes no sense to add more. Always a dilemma with me, huh? But I think that we will do our best to make this space livable for the next year. And then in 2026, we're out of here. We're moving. Fingers crossed. I'm most excited to prioritize getting my piercings and my tattoos. I have been putting those things off for so long because the artists that I like are very expensive and I want the work to be good. And not to say that I will be able to afford it, but I'm just going to try my best to make it a possibility. You know what I mean? But that's it. That's the stream for the day. So thank you all for hanging out with me and joining along for my yapping, for my soup of the day, for the Loldol, the Vandal, the journaling. I feel like we've had so many good conversations today, as well as everybody who's already hit the new year. Happy New Year. Anybody that's, for the people that will be hitting the new year soon or later and that celebrate and that you find importance in it, Happy New Year to you guys. I will be sleeping. I will actually be cuddling my animals who, because it's getting dark right now, it's actually already dark outside. The fireworks are going to be starting, so I will be spending my night comforting my animals and then hopefully sleeping before midnight. But I will see you all tomorrow. Today was day 11 of our 12 days of Yule. Tomorrow will be our last day, day 12 out of 12. We've done 12 streams straight. We've crafted, we've cooked, we've yapped, we've played games, we've done a bunch of stuff. Made homemade ornaments, etc. Like I said, tomorrow, well, like I said earlier, tomorrow we will just be going, hopefully you can see, down here on this one. Boop. We will be going over intentional lifestyle habits, and I will just be sharing with you the habits that I do, the podcast I listen to, the meditation apps I use, the reading apps I use, giving tips and tricks with nutrition, etc., etc. We will just pretty much be yapping tomorrow and talking about health. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it too. So thank you all for being here. Thank you guys for sharing your evenings and days with me. I really appreciate. I know I yap. So I'm always grateful to have you all here. Let's go ahead and raid somebody out. Like I always say, all I want from you guys is to just send some love, send some emotes, say a warm welcome, a hello, and then you can get out of there. You don't have to stay or feel pressured to stay just because I raided. But I like bringing my people to other people. So let us go and raid, and I will show you who we're raiding. I don't have it set yet. We're gonna figure it out. Let's see if any of my friends are streaming. Maybe Pinka might be streaming. No, Pinka's not streaming. That's okay. Let's go to... Oh! Cute Animal Stream. I recently followed this person. Duncan did it. I don't know much about him, but it was actually a suggestion from my favorite streamer right now, my good friend, VIP Marissa. She suggested us to follow him yesterday, and I did, blindly. So let us go raid him and see what he's up to. I heard that he does wonderful things. Let's see if he has a bio. Okay, he sings. He sings, dances, and acts. Make you act better. We'll have to learn a bit about him. Let's go ahead and raid him, send our love, send our highs, and hopefully he has a wonderful community. So thank you all again for spending time with me and being here. I'm always so grateful for you guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.